Hi, greetings from New York. I'm Anita.
And I'm Amy.
And I live in Los Angeles.
And I live in Minnesota.
And we are colleagues and we're students of Joey Yap and practitioners. And we have created the new and improved, super fabulous 2018
date selection calendar.
Yeah, and we've layered a lot of interesting things. And this year there's like new bells and whistles to the calendar, and it's really complicated. So we wanted to spend a moment here while we're in New York to kind of go over with you the different game plans of the calendar so that you get it. Now you're also going to get a cheat sheet, but hopefully we'll be able to talk you through some things.
Yes, absolutely, because if you can use this calendar at many different layers. You can start at the basic, or with all the information that we put on there, you can have miraculous results for your entire year if you're using all of the information that we've given you.
So, I mean, what I try to tell people is, look, I think it's great to have a morning ritual or morning meditation, something that taps you into the energy of the day, and you can get into your sage mode or your meditative mode, whatever it is. But with the calendar, the best way to use it is look every day, look at the direction, look at the information, take a moment, tap into the energy, back to the direction, and then just kind of charge into your day. And I'm telling you, I mean, doesn't it make a big difference in your day?
It does. Some of the results that my clients have had is nothing short of miraculous. Things that they're telling me they use this for, are like, it was unbelievable that things just fell into place when they tap into that energy.
It is. And you know, I was talking to a client yesterday and explained to her, so this is like my own personal thing, but I always get up in the morning, which I'm in the south of France, and I open the shutter. I like, the day has an energy, but I open the shutter of kind of what is the energy, that direction that I'm tapping into. And I just feel like I slide into the day and I go with the flow. And when I'm done, I kind of snap my fingers and tap, you know, kind of click that energy in. And it makes a huge difference.
It does.
You know, and some days have amazing ratings. So we wanted to discuss that. So the days have some layers. So we have a dong gong rating.
So a dong gong rating is, you'll see a word sometimes on the date. It'll say success or open or close or remove. And next to that, it'll have a star. And that star is the dong gong rating of the day. So if it has 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 3 stars, obviously the best. And dong gong is one of our lineages of study. And he was an ancient Chinese metaphysics practitioner that developed a system of rating the energy, overall energy of the day based on the way things were aligning in that day.
Right. I mean, and don't you, like, you notice, like, there's some days where, like, you're just going with the flow and life is great. And so dong gong rating tells you how everyone's being affected. And then there's days you get up and it's like it's just stuck and nothing's working. And look, you can get up every day and you can hit your head against the wall and push it, but why not go with the flow, which is the whole concept of it. So we layered the dong gong rating with also like the Guardians of Destiny. We had Clash Animals. It's a Chi Men Jin Jaw is another level that we kind of worked on. So we kind of added a lot of things in. But let's start with the dong gong rating, because it might show up, it shows up on our calendars red, but it might show up on your calendar different. So when you sit there to dress your game plan, like, I think you look to see, is it a success day? Is it an open day? A remove day? Like I was just saying, we were shooting and then I wasn't actually shooting, but now we're shooting, so we've got something on tape. But the remove day, I gave someone a day for an operation, for removing something, or if you want to start a diet, or if you want to remove old inventory. But those dates don't come up that often.
Not good ones, not good remove days.
No.
Exactly.
So if you think you're going to like, oh, I'll catch it on the next success day or the next open day for an open house or an event or a workshop, good luck.
You might be waiting a while. So that's the first step to look at. Does the day have a star and then a word describing success, open, close, remove, initiate, something like that? And then next to that, if the day doesn't have anything like that, it'll just have a direction. And so that means the day is just a real static energy. It's things for you to just do your normal activities, but you still want to tap into the energy of the day. So the first thing is to look at that dong gong rating. And then when you click open and you click on the date, you open it up and you can actually see what that dong gong information was about and what's a good use of the day. And then oftentimes we'll give you the kind of the cue for you to tap into, as far as this is a good day to do business, so get out there and don't waste it type
right.
information.
And then sometimes there's a day that's called, so in your notes you'll sort of see there's a Fu Yin day. A Fu Yin day is a Chi Men calculation, and that just means the energy is a little stuck. So if you're kind of going through your day and you feel like, okay, things are not really moving, at least you're realistic about the day. I want you to not, like, don't get on the phone. Like, if you start making calls and no one's calling you back and you see it's a Fuyin day, it's a little stuck, things aren't really happening, just be realistic on your expectations, I think, right?
Exactly.
And then we mentioned sometimes it's a Sky Horse day, and we'll just say things are moving fast, it'll be easier to make things happen today. So we give you little hints and little clicks.
And then we usually put a focus. What is the focus of the day? And this is a Chi-Men calculation as well. So I might say today focus on clearing out things, or focus on finding venture capitalists, or focus on all of your business and money management and life and generating money.
Or PR and publicity. So it gives you an idea of what is the energy that is going to flow for the day.
Exactly. And then the part that both Anita and I kind of started talking about earlier is that guardian of destiny. Who is in charge of the day? Who has the best formation? So you'll see the guardian listed, and then a brief description about where's their wheelhouse, where do they operate from. So if it's Harmony, Harmony's dealing with communication and with people matters. So you know this is a great day to network, to meet friends, to go and meet some new people if Harmony's the energy, the guardian of the day. So there's also the new moon and the full moon, and those are clearly marked in your calendars. And you can take a look at what the rituals you can do to help soften or even use to the best advantage for you those new moon phases and those full moon phases. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about Mercury Retrograde. You'll see Mercury Retrograde in your calendar as well. Get prepared for this a few days to up to a week before it actually comes in, because this can really stifle your communications. You want to be all ready for it, and we give you the steps to take to make sure that you're doing the right activities during that time, and then you know exactly when it ends, so that you can then take advantage of all the communication that starts to clear up for you.
Action.
So let's talk about those days that show up on your calendar that say no daily direction. When you click on that, it's simply going to tell you there's no great formations to tap into, and the day isn't stellar. So this is a day that you will just simply use your own personal guardian that Anita and I will be giving to you personally, and their direction to tap into the energy of that guardian to lead you through the day.
Okay, action.
Now, one last thing that makes this very personal for you is the Clash Animals Day. Anita and I will tell you what animals you need to be watching for that are your personal clashes. So this is how it personalizes your chart. Because sometimes there's days that are great, but then you find out, why didn't things go my way? And it's because you might be clashing with the day. It just takes that day down from an A+ to maybe a B+, or from a B+ to a C+. But if you know you clash, you know you can use that day for its best effect for you.
The point is, and this is what Joey explained, you want to go for an A+ day. A+ days don't happen that often.
Right.
You might get an A day or an A- or a B+, you know, so it goes down from there. And you just want to be realistic. If you can plan your important things, or at least get out of the house and just go for it if you got an A or A+ day, and then just know, okay, you know what, if it's going down a little bit, you just kind of get a sense of how the day's energy is going to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So yeah, look at the rating of the day, but just tapping into the day's energy with your guardians in the direction.
I know, that's kind of
always elevates even a bad day into one that's usable. But yeah, don't waste those really good days. Plan for them.
Plan, that's why we created the whole calendar for the year.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean you can't do other things on the other days. Just do your normal activities. So let's say a dentist and it's a bad day. Well, he's still got to go in and drill people's teeth and pull teeth and things like that. But that's what he does every day. But if I was going to the dentist to have a tooth pulled, I wouldn't want to go on a bad day for me, because then things could go wrong. So see the difference? But I do other things all the time, which on a regular day I would just continue to do.
Right. So look, at the very end of the day, if all you do is get up every day, you look at your Google Calendar, we put it on Google, make it easy for you, and you have an app on your phone with directions. So if you do nothing but get up in the morning with your coffee or tea, like I might do, I might light a magic candle, or I might do some extra incense, but if nothing else, I'll stand or sit with my back to that direction. I get into a sage mode. If you meditate, you can get into it in 30 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
If not, spend a few minutes and just tap into that energy. Just set your intention for the day. I think it's so powerful. Like, powerful people meditate. You know, it's not just for the Uga Booga guru spiritual. It's for business people. It's for sports stars. It's for anybody who really wants to kind of take a moment, get into their inner focus. This gives you a morning ritual, which I think is so important.
And it takes less than 5 minutes. Once you get used to doing this, you can connect so quickly and just ask for to be connected into that day's energy.
Yeah, and then you snap your fingers and you're in the day and go with it. Anyway, bye from New York.
Yeah, thank you.